Hello, today we're covering A/B testing, and this one is a little different from everything else on this channel. Up until now, we've been asking people what they think. A/B testing skips the asking entirely. Instead, you show two versions of something to real people and let their actual behavior decide which one wins. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how to set one up, run it, and read the results. Let's start with the problem. Here's a situation every marketer, product manager, and business owner runs into constantly. You've got two ideas, a new headline, a different button color, an alternative email subject line, and your gut says version B is better. Maybe everyone on the team agrees, but your gut has been wrong before, and so has everyone else's. The real question is, how do you actually know which one will perform better before you commit to it? The answer is surprisingly simple. Don't ask people what they prefer, show them both, and watch what they do. That's the whole idea behind A/B testing. You let real behavior make the decision instead of opinions, predictions, or gut feel. And it turns out behavior is far more honest signal than anything people tell you in a survey or a meeting. So what is A/B testing exactly? It's a method that shows two versions of something, a headline, a page, an email, to randomly split audiences, then uses real behavior to determine which version performs better. Version A is typically your control, what you have right now. Version B is the challenger, the new idea you want to test. No opinions, no surveys, no guessing. Real people making real decisions, and the numbers tell you who won. This is worth pausing on, because it's what makes A/B testing different from everything else on this channel. Surveys measure what people say they prefer. A/B tests measure what people actually do, and those two things are often surprisingly different. Someone might tell you they love a clean, minimal design, and then consistently click on the busier, more colorful version. Behavior is the more honest signal because people can't second guess it or perform for it. That gap between intention and action is exactly what A/B testing closes. Let's make this concrete. Freshbox is a meal kit delivery brand that wants more people to sign up from their homepage. They think the headline might be part of the problem, so they've got two versions to test. Version A is the current headline, fresh meals delivered to your door. Version B is the challenger, cook like a chef in 30 minutes. The question is simple, which headline gets more visitors to sign up? And the way to answer it isn't to ask anyone, it's to test. Before you run a single test, write down what you expect to happen, and why. This is your hypothesis, and it matters more than most people realize. For Freshbox, we believe changing the headline to focus on the outcome rather than the delivery will increase signups, because it speaks to what customers actually want from a meal kit. That because is the key part. It forces you to have a reason, which means you can learn something either way, even if the test doesn't go how you expected. Here's the golden rule, and it's non-negotiable. Change one thing only. It sounds obvious, but it's the mistake teams make constantly. If you change the headline and the button color and the hero image all at once, and version B wins, you have no idea which of those three changes caused the improvement. You can't learn from it, and you can't repeat it reliably. One change per test, every single time. Everything else stays identical between the two versions. Before the test starts, not after, decide on the one number that will determine the winner. For Freshbox, that's sign-up rate, the percentage of visitors who click Get Started and complete the sign-up. The reason you set this before the test is important. If you wait until after, and then go looking for a metric where version B happened to win, you'll almost always find one, and it won't mean anything. Define it up front, and the result stays honest. Now you split your audience. Half your visitors see version A, half see version B, and the assignment is completely random. That randomness is the whole foundation of the method. If the split isn't random, say you show version B on weekends and version A on weekdays, your two groups might be different kinds of people in ways that have nothing to do with the headline. Random assignment is what makes the two groups comparable, so any difference in results is actually about the thing you changed. This is where patience becomes part of the method. Never stop a test early just because one version looks ahead after a day or two. Traffic patterns vary a lot by time of day, day of week, and week of month. A version that's ahead on Tuesday might be behind by Friday. As a general rule, run the test for at least 1 or 2 full business cycles, which usually means a minimum of 2 weeks. Early leads are often false leads. The longer the test runs, the more you can trust the result. Here's the concept that trips up most beginners: statistical significance. In plain English, it's your confidence level that the results you're seeing isn't just luck. If version B is ahead by a tiny margin with only 100 visitors, that could easily be random noise. You need enough data that the difference is unlikely to have happened by chance. Most A/B testing tools report this as a percentage, and the standard threshold is 95% confidence before you call a winner. Don't declare victory before you hit it. Let's look at FreshBox results. Version A, fresh meals delivered to your door, got a 4.2 sign-up rate. Version B, cook like a chef in 30 minutes, got 5.8%. That's a 38% relative improvement, and statistical significance was reached. So this result isn't luck. Version B wins. The outcome-focused headline, speaking to what customers actually do rather than what they receive, outperformed the delivery-focused one. That's a real actionable finding. Not every test produces a winner, and that's completely fine. If version A and version B perform the same, the change you tested simply didn't matter, and that is genuinely useful information. It tells you not to spend more time on that particular variable. What you should never do is keep the test running indefinitely, hoping the result changes, or go looking for a different metric where B happened to come out ahead. Accept the flat result, learn from it, and move on to testing the next hypothesis. 3 mistakes kill most A/B tests. The first is peaking early, checking results every day, and stopping the moment version B jumps ahead. Early leads are often false, and stopping then almost always gives you a winner that isn't real. The second is testing too many things at once. You lose the ability to isolate what caused the result. And the third is running the test on too little traffic, so the numbers never reach statistical significance, and the result is essentially meaningless. Avoid those 3, and most of your tests will be trustworthy. Let's be honest about both sides. The strengths of A/B testing: it's based on real behavior, not opinion. It directly tells you which version performs better in your actual context, with your actual audience. And it builds a culture of testing rather than guessing, which compounds over time. The limitations? It needs meaningful traffic to reach significance, so low-volume businesses can struggle. It only tests what you thought to test. You won't discover something you didn't think to try. A winner in one context might lose in another. And critically, A/B testing tells you what won, not why. For the why, you still need your other research tools. 7 things to take with you. Write a hypothesis before you start. It keeps the test honest. Change one thing only, otherwise you can't learn from the results. Define your success metric up front, not after. Split your audience randomly so the comparison is fair. Run it long enough and don't peek at early results. Wait for statistical significance before declaring a winner. And remember, flat results are still results. Move on and test the next idea. Do all of that and A/B testing becomes one of the most reliable tools you have for making better decisions. Thank you for watching.